If you are holding XRP, this is an emergency update. And in this video, I have to share with you guys my thoughts on the XRP and crypto market, what's going on, where are we headed? We are crashing massively with everything. We have a lot to talk about. So make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up and stick around to the end of this video. You cannot miss what I have in store for you today. So the altcoin market, cryptos, they are crashing very aggressively, very violently, and there are several factors and reasons for this. But this particular dump, this crash in cryptos is very big manipulation. We are in a bull market and they are trying to shake people out before the next leg up in the bull market. And for XRP and altcoins, that includes as well. And XRP has come down from the top to the bottom 24%. That's actually not even a big deal. I've been buying XRP with my community since we've started dumping here, and we've been scaling all the way in. So if you want to be a part of my VIP community and follow my exact trades and ideas of what I'm doing as a 7-figure trader every single year, join my VIP community through the WAP. So XRP has lost this support. We have failed the breakout attempt here at $3, and we have now come into key support. So we've reached this critical support here around $2.75. So right now we are about $2.80, and we are probably going to bounce up very, very soon to around $3.06. And then we also have $3.18 and $3.33. I do think we are going to bounce very, very soon, but we are in a correction. And the crazy thing is altcoins have started to correct much faster and way before Bitcoin did. And now Bitcoin is starting to correct. And that's even putting more selling pressure on altcoins. One thing about Bitcoin, and there is a strong possibility that we potentially have reached the bottom, or we are very close within this correction. What I think is going to happen is we're probably going to end up bouncing something like this, and then we can keep rejecting and going lower. This is what I think is going to happen. That's the bearish scenario. That's a more realistic scenario. But what could happen, and this is a bullish scenario, is we end up popping back up and breaking out for Bitcoin. And we also do the same with Ethereum. So Ethereum ends up continuing to push up higher. We are pulling back. But if Ethereum and Bitcoin start breaking out, we are going to see a massive, crazy altcoin season. Ethereum and Bitcoin, they will break out. It's just a matter of, is this correction going to go on about another month? Then we bottom and then we start trending up and then break out towards around September. That's probably what is going to happen. But eventually we are going to break out and push up, and XRP is going to see $5 to $7 in probably even higher. But the very good thing, I do have some very good news for you all. Bitcoin right now is bouncing and retesting and holding above the previous all-time high, which is $112,000. You see this all-time high? We've come and retested it. Bitcoin will typically do that many, many times. As you see, we have a very important level here. It will come and retest it and then trend upwards. We also did the same here with this all-time high here, just approximately. Bitcoin, you see the all-time high here. Bitcoin corrected, pulled back, retested it, and sent up to a new leg higher. This could be the bottom. I personally don't think it's the bottom. Bitcoin's probably gonna end up pulling back a little bit further, maybe 108, 105, something like this. And I even said this, July 21st, Bitcoin is showing signs of a pullback. I'm looking for 112 to 114,000 for Bitcoin for a pullback entry. As you can see, this was my chart. And shortly after, as we could see today, Bitcoin has broken out and come into this key level here of 112 to 114,000. So this selling is very, very aggressive. If we go to ALGOSNIPER here, we could see, if we go to any time frame, you get a sell alert, a massive sell alert on the 4-hour time frame, and then you get a big crash. You also got that on the 1-hour time frame, where before this crash, you guys would have been alerted if you guys are using my ALGOSNIPER trading indicator, and look, it gave a blood diamond, so a massive crash after that. You guys can try today for $1 at algosniper.com. But once this band starts to flip green on the 30-minute time frame, which is something that hasn't been done for Bitcoin since we've crashed all the way down, then that's going to be a very, very good sign that we are going to be bouncing. So if you guys are using the indicator, I will show it to you guys in my next video and the update on it. Usually, if they crash us every single day, which they've been crashing us every single day since Monday, and it's now Saturday, it's very rare to see a crash continue on Saturday. Sunday and maybe the next few days, we could be bouncing and recovering. So another scenario I'm thinking is Bitcoin and cryptos, they kind of squeeze up a little bit. I might want to de-risk a lot of my spot altcoin positions if we do this with some type of squeeze or pump up. If we reject and start to look bearish again, I'm going to most likely exit a lot of things, wait for the next bottom, which is probably going to be around 108,000 for Bitcoin, and then start to scale into XRP and altcoins again. There's a couple of scenarios that I'm thinking of and looking at. I mean, if you just take a look at some of these altcoins here, they have been beaten down brutally. XRP, I mean, they even dumped XRP again today. It's already bounced up 2% and almost 3% from the highs. This is a critical level for XRP. XRP is probably going to bounce here. I think the lowest we're probably going to see XRP in this pullback is going to be around $2.66. The bearish case scenario, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the short term, not long term. XRP is going to keep pushing higher, in my opinion. Bitcoin is not topped out yet. Bitcoin is going to go to at least 150,000. But what I personally think with XRP is, yes, maybe one more dump. This would be the final bottom for XRP. But in the short term, I squeeze up into this level here. If we reject this level again, I'm looking to take profits on my XRP. And then I'm going to wait for potentially lower, depends on what Bitcoin does. Somewhere in these lower regions here, $2, $2.50, somewhere in this region, XRP could go to if Bitcoin does that bearish scenario where we get a push up, reject, and come down lower. And then this might be the bottom, or another leg lower could be the bottom. This is the scenario I'm personally looking at and thinking could be. But this is just the short term, so I don't mean to scare you or to make you panic. But after a pullback like this for XRP, every single time, ladies and gentlemen, what I can tell you is that there's always going to be a very strong bounce. If you look back, whenever XRP crashes very big, there is always a massive pump or bounce after. And we are getting into that territory of an extremely discounted price on XRP. This is a very good level to buy, in my opinion, not financial advice. So overall, I'm bullish. Am I scared or am I worried? No, I'm buying the dip. Me and my community, we are scaling and buying the dip every single day as this continues to dip lower. And we are going to bounce. Once we bounce up, I'm looking to potentially exit, take profits, and reevaluate and reassess my crypto portfolio. But again, the bullish scenario can continue to play out. But with all this tariff FUD and all this stuff that's taking place right now, that could push us lower. But I do think even if we are going to go lower, there is still going to be some relief. There's going to be a bounce and a squeeze, and we're going to reassess and looking at how the market looks. Does it look bullish? Does it look strong? And these will help me to reassess whether I want to continue holding for the next leg higher or preparing for the next leg lower so we can buy lower again. Make sure you guys are also trading on Bluefin. This is the platform where you can long and short cryptos up to 150x leverage. As you can see, this long here on Bitcoin is printing $1,700. We go to Solana, this long here is up $2,000. If we go to any of these coins here, XRP, look, XRP up 2,000 along the bottom here. You guys can long and short cryptos with leverage. You guys can buy and sell spot. It has the cheapest fees on the internet. This is something that you guys really want to be looking into. They're also giving away a $10,000 deposit bonus. Now, if you guys get anything out of this video, consider giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing with notifications on, and I'll see you later.